Claude 4 finally got released today, and in this video, I'm gonna test it out by vibe coding. I'm not gonna talk benchmarks or any of that technical jargon. I'm simply gonna use it myself and see how it compares to the previous models that we've seen. As a non-technical person, I wanna show a more practical breakdown of this new model that anybody can understand. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so I have Claude open here on two separate tabs. On the left-hand side, I actually have Claude Opus 4, which is their new model. And then I have Claude 3.7 Sonnet. It's actually been out since February. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give the exact same prompt. I wanna see the difference between the coding capabilities here directly inside of Claude. So basically, I'm just gonna say, create for me a dashboard on the top AI models by category. I want you to make the card of each model, fit the color/branding of the company that made it. Get creative with this. This is a very simple coding task here that I'm gonna let both of these perform, but I basically want to see which of these makes a more functional web app, as well as which has a better user interface. So I'm really curious to see, of course, Claude 4 Opus, apparently the best new coding model on the market. So I basically want to test this out by vibe coding and just see, okay, which of these is actually better? And is there a significant difference here? Because as a non-technical person, I sometimes struggle to see the difference in different models. Everybody will be covering a new model that comes out and they're like, this is absolutely insane. And I honestly don't see much of a difference. So let's let this test speak for itself and see which comes up with a better output. So that took about 30 or 40 seconds. And this is what Claude 3.7 gave us. So this looks pretty good so far. We have an AI model dashboard. This was obviously quicker, or we could actually sort between these different kind of categories here. So we have multimodal models, we have image generation. Interesting. Okay, this looks pretty solid. I'm interested to see what Claude Opus 4 will actually give us compared to this. All right, so a couple seconds later, Claude 4 Opus gave us this response. And honestly, this looks pretty good. Let me open this full page or full screen here. I mean, this is actually really solid. It has these gradient aspects. You could see this little thing on the cursor. So I'm kind of judging this as a vibe coder by like, which of these looks better? Is it, which of these is functional as well? So yeah, this is pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie here. Opus 4, this is a one-shot prompt that actually made this. All right, so one thing I wanna mention is on the left-hand side, Claude 4 Opus actually doesn't have the ability for us to view more information about each of these different models, whereas Claude 3.7 here, there's this little information tab here, which doesn't look great, but it shows more like features, kind of breaks down a little bit more. So I wanted to actually go ahead and get more detailed about each mode or each model. So I'm going to hand this off to each of these different models and then see which is better at actually building out this kind of functionality, I guess, to our pre-existing app. All right, so here we go. Looks like Claude 4 Opus just finished. Guys, Claude 4 Opus does take a bit of time. So that's probably because this model is much better at actually doing the coding. Maybe it thinks about it a bit more. Honestly, I don't know exactly why, but it does take a bit longer. So if I were to use something like Claude Sonnet 4, this is like the smarter version, but Claude Opus 4, it's the more powerful, larger model for complex challenges. So that makes sense why it is a bit slower. But if I now click on this, I now have an overview. You can see this card pops up with Claude Opus 4, goes through the overview, key capabilities, technical specifications, use cases, and it even takes me directly to the website, which this will take me over to Claude, which is great. And I believe on the left-hand side or on the right-hand side with Claude 3.7, it does something similar. Yep, it also does the exact same thing. Well, I guess this takes me to Anthropic. Doesn't take me to actually using the Claude large language model. So interesting. Yeah, as you can see, Claude 4 Opus was much better. I mean, this looks really solid. You can see the gradients here. It's actually moving in the font, that the gradient is like moving. That's pretty cool. I just think this looks much better. And, as a vibe coder, as a non-technical person, it's kind of what catches my eye initially. So let's go ahead. Let's test it again with a different prompt. All right, so here is the next prompt. Build me a landing page called AI for Non-Techies that acts as a resource for my YouTube audience. Get creative with the user interface and make it visually appealing. And then I basically said, use this screenshot as inspiration, added this last minute. So again, I'm giving this prompt to Claude 4 Opus as well as Claude Sonnet 3.7. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this run. And let's get back to this when it actually spits out the output. One thing I want to mention actually while this is going ahead and coding this is I'm really excited to see how platforms like Lovable and Bolt actually add this into their products, because obviously I think we could see so far through this demo in this video that the user interface looks really amazing with a one-shot prompt on Claude for Opus. It's a bit more expensive of a model, but I'd be interested to see how this will actually look when it's integrated into those platforms, not only because of the user interface capabilities of like making the design look really amazing, but actually building out functionality to our apps. Like for example, I think a lot of us have run into errors inside of Bolt or Lovable, and we kind of just like forget about our project. So imagine we could just come in and say, hey, Claude, you know, since we're using Claude 4 now, go ahead, try to fix my errors. And I wonder if it's actually good at debugging that. So that will be something we'll be covering later on this channel. So make sure to subscribe for that. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's see kind of what this gives us here. All right, so we have two massive differences here. We have on the left side, Claude 4 gave us this amazing looking interface. This looks pretty cool. Welcome to learning AI. There's this text box here for us to actually search through our different resources. Everything you need to master AI. Guys, this actually looks really solid. The animations and whatnot. I like the dark style. Explore our resources. Yeah, wow. This section specifically looks absolutely amazing. From a vibe coding perspective, this is pretty cool. Ready to start your AI journey. Again, we could add this. And then if we want to take a look over at what Claude 3.7 gave us, he gave us a very generic looking kind of landing page here that I'm not impressed with at all. So I'm gonna go out there and say that I'm actually very impressed with what Claude 4 Opus specifically, because that's what we're testing in this video, is actually capable of. This looks really amazing. Let me open this full screen so we could actually see this. I mean, that's a great one-shot prompt landing page here. I mean, that's absolutely amazing. I cannot wait for Bolt and Lovable to add this into their product because I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. All right, guys, there we have it. That is Claude 4. Test it out. I wanted to test out vibe coding as a vibe coder. I'm not a technical person, but I just show different use cases of AI on this YouTube channel. So I hope you guys got some value from this. I'm not talking benchmarks. I'm not talking different parameters, all of that stuff. I'm more so talking about like how useful this is in your everyday life, especially if you're a vibe coder like myself. So hope you guys got some value from this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.